AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Should I play it? I got my people on here. I don't mind, but we got to vote. There's 3 guys on the screen.
Okay.
I know how AllBall is. He's very like, wait a minute, I don't know. And then you, Flea, it might be the AllBall might be the tiebreaker real quick. It's yes or no.
Now for me, can we play it, and then when he say whatever the word is, can we mute that out, or does it matter?
It's too
Not
quick
right
of a
now.
clip. Yeah, it's too quick of a
he
clip.
does it very quick. But
yeah, it's too quick of a clip.
But you know what? We got to do it because we mentioned it, and also that's a topping. That's a talking point because
it's
was
important. Because guess what? He could say that. Stephen A. can't.
Can't nobody else say that but him.
You know what I'm saying? He could say that.
I wonder if it slipped out or he meant that.
I think it slipped
out.
Out.
No. Slip? Oh, no.
I think that shit slipped out.
The goat. Is she what? I don't know. With my eyes, I couldn't see if she's Caucasian or not. So I think what we're trying to say.
Oh, that was wild. Wait, what? Hold on.
What the WNBA currently has is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There is a superstar. And we're not saying that the players on the court need to act any differently. That's the athletes are going to do what athletes are going to do in any sport. And I think we're all learning that WNBA, that's old school football, baby. That is old school football. But I would like the media people that continue to say, this rookie class. Nah, just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar.
That's
and
not
is
a
it
slip.
Because she stayed in Iowa, put an entire state on her back,
That's
took a
not a
program
slip.
from nothing.
I didn't see this in entirety. I saw the small clip.
Is it because she would go on
that's not a slip,
to break
no.
the entire points records in the history of the NCAA? Not just the women's record by Kelsey Plum, shout out, but also Pistol Pete Maravich's, the dude's record as well. Is there a chance that people just enjoy watching her play basketball because how electrifying she is, what she did, what she stood for, how she went about doing what she went for? Maybe. But instead, we have to hear people say that we only like her because she's white. And she's the only popular because the rest of the rookie class is doing what they're doing. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. And we think the WNBA, more specifically,
hold on, this is on ESPN.
Stop trying to screw her over at every single turn.
Is this real?
What you have is somebody special.
This happens at 11 o'clock,
Indiana. And that
12
was,
o'clock y'all
guess
time.
which
Every day.
WNBA.
Yo.
What?
Hold on. Let me, if y'all don't get a chance, my brothers, real quick. Before the show, and I think halfway through the show, so like at y'all time would be at 12 o'clock and then at 1 o'clock, there's a debriefer, and it says that, you know, we're going to say some things. There's, you know, basically a parental discretion advised type of thing that is said before the Pat McAfee show and during the middle, because that's regular. Sometimes I watch him when I'm working from home.
Yeah, I be watching him, but today I was working. It was real busy, so I didn't get a chance.
Nah, OG. Sometimes he be not wilding, but they just give it up because they got that time slot where it's like it's midday, where the assumption is maybe most children are not watching. Like it's midday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can I ask y'all a question? Here at Pat McAfee, you're an exec at ESPN. Do he get suspended or fined for that?
It depends on the pressure they put on him from the WNBA. Like there's so much going on right now that I don't see anybody. I don't see the group, the usual group, whoever it may be, coming after Pat McAfee because there's so much attention on something else. Hold on, I'm answering your question. If the Stephen A. first take thing didn't happen, I think they come after Pat McAfee because that would have got all the attention because that was going viral too. It's just that Monica McNutt and Stephen A. are going viral, and what's really going viral is Monica McNutt eat the Stephen A. Smith. I never see nobody make him quiet. I see anytime I go wow around my girl, that means I'm lying. I've seen that tweet. So all these things are going viral, but not Pat McAfee like that. You know what I'm saying? So if this was the normal day and it was just Pat McAfee saying that, I don't know if he did it on purpose. Like, hold on, I could get this off right now. I can get this off right now. And let me just say this real quick, or Flea. I'm sorry. I was going to change the question. Go ahead. Answer AllBall's question. I'm sorry.
No, I just seeing the clip now. I didn't see it in its entirety, and I wasn't watching him today. So when you asked me if that slipped out, I thought it definitely was a slip, but that was absolutely, he was taught, he meant to say that didn't slip out. Hell no. Pause.
Also, White B, he can't say that if it was a black girl, a black woman.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Listen what I'm saying. I don't care who does or doesn't come after him. If you're an ESPN exec, he has to be suspended and fired. You cannot call nobody to be, I don't care what color you are, red, white, black, green, blue. You cannot do that.
That's not going to happen, OG. He has them by the balls right now.
Well,
he has ESPN by the balls right now.
Now, so that was a topic I had. Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith right now are taking turns with ESPN trying to get fired first and get the most flames, because McAfee's ratings are not that crazy. They're not as crazy that they anticipated. As I seen some articles earlier in the year. There's been reported that Pat McAfee's been sneak dissing Stephen A. Smith and going to the front offices and putting pressure on him. So there's a leadership struggle, power struggle up there, and things like this, the playing in the mud, what Stephen A. is normally doing. Pat McAfee, I didn't know he played this much in the mud. I saw some of his stuff, but I didn't see this coming. So again, with being a white woman, he can say that, and I think that's what's going on right now. They're trying to get the attention, and like you said, I agree with you, old boy. I think he's trying to get fired. Yo, if I get fired, you got to pay me. That contract is guaranteed.
But his contract is about to be up.
Is it?
Yeah, he's about to go through a negotiation in about a year. Maybe this coming summer. That's soon approaching, whenever that is.
I mean, listen, man. I just feel, everybody know, Fabian know how I feel about Pat. Man, to me, he's a GOAT. But right is right, wrong is wrong, fair is fair. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. I agree with you. I don't care what color you are. Yeah, he has to be suspended, and he has to be fined.
You said fired or fined, OG?
No, fined.
Fine. He got to pay some bread. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you said fired, I was like, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna fire him off of that.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna fire him off of that.
Not fired. But before go to the next video clip, just imagine black guy calling black woman a black bee, or a black man calling a white woman that man. Listen,
flying.
Bro,
it's not flying.
Yo, they'd have been already in front of ESPN like this.
Yeah, it's not flying.
Wow,
it's not flying.
To be honest, if I'm gonna be real, I think them people that would argue against Pat McAfee, I think they too busy arguing about Caitlin Clark right now. So against Stephen A. and the rest of the WNBA, that they got Pat McAfee's just chilling. He's wilding. He is wilding.
I mean, this might be a delay. That his thing might be a delayed reaction. Like he may get the blowback from that a week from now, 2 weeks from now. Somebody might not like that and speak on it, and then it'll catch wildfire. And like who said it? You said it, or Fabian said it. There's not enough pressure on ESPN to do anything right now because nobody really cares. But somebody's not gonna like that. Whoever that is, I can't even call her name right now because I don't know who it is. But
I just want to see. Sorry, I just want to see if he's going to apologize. I wonder if tomorrow when he comes on this show, he apologizes. If he doesn't apologize tomorrow, or even on his social media platform today, nah, that's crazy. But go ahead, Fabe. Wow.
Would you listen? Flea, all ball always. That is true. Pat McAfee's #1 fan is all ball.
Nah, he always say he rock with him.
Would you no longer be a fan?
No,
if he doesn't apologize.
No, I would still be a fan. I just see now what it is. Who can get away with what and who can't. It's sad that that's the world we live in, but things like that, when you're at a certain age, when you grown, no one should have to make you apologize. You know what's right and what's wrong, and what's fair and unfair. And he was totally wrong. Even though y'all know me, I love instigating, I love the chaos, because to me, that's what sports is. Sports is not calm and cool. But to me, he went overboard. And I would hope that he would be solid enough to be like, hey, man, I apologize that I didn't mean to say that like that. No, I mean, I think he owe her that. You can't do that. You can't do that. No.
I wonder, there's a lot of people in that room, right?
Good point, Flea.
There's also a brother in that room.
Good point.
Right? So there's a lot of men in that room. I don't know how many women are in that room, but there's a lot of men in that room. So did anybody give him any pushback on that? We don't.
Flea, when you say like in the room, I'm sorry, you mean like the producers, the camera people?
Yeah,
like
but I'm talking about on set with him too. Like it's not like he's talking to him by himself.
It does feel like it's the man show. It does feel like they're in the basement all over there. It does feel like the man cave in there. It doesn't look like this. They might have had.
There's probably not many women, moving around that set, like you said, OG, behind the camera, production, camera, all of that kind of stuff. But just being on set with him, I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. We have fun on this show. If one of us took it there, I don't know if I would correct y'all on screen. Listen, hold on.
No, I don't know if I think we will do it on screen. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In the moment, I might, but we're talking right now. I don't know if I would correct y'all on screen, but at some point, I'll be, hey, we might have went too far with that one, right? Like,
I think if that's the case, if you feel that strongly, like I said, I don't want to, document everything, but I know you, Flea. I know AllBall. We all we ever talk about is our daughters first, before us. No disrespect.
Right.
Come on, man. It's just how it is. Sorry.
But even I don't want to, I'll just leave it at this. But even without daughters, we have mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, cousins. I'm saying for me, I know when I'm wrong. Shouldn't nobody have to tell me to apologize? Flea, Fabian, y'all shouldn't have to check me.
Right.
I should know. My brain I'm old enough to understand. Now I'm bugging. Yo, I gotta, know what I'm saying? So for me, I want to see where this goes. I want to see tomorrow if this man does a public apology. What he said?
Oh, real quick, Flea. Breaking news. The newest Knicks fan, he echoed exactly what AllBall had to say. Kendrick Perkins.
And I'm looking at guys like Charles Barkley, LeBron James, Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, right? Why do I point out those four guys? You have to be careful about the words that you put out there. The word hating, the word jealous, those are triggering words for women, right? Like in anything. I've been married to one, okay? I've been married to a woman for going on 15 years. And those two words, hating, especially when you're talking about referring to another woman or other women, those are triggering words. So you have to do a better job with that. They have to do a better job with that because it's not hating and it's not jealousy, it's competition. Pat McAfee, I think he owes everyone an apology, especially Caitlin Clark. You cannot call her out of her name like that. You can't. No one could come to his defense, and it's unacceptable. At the end of the day, you have to respect the WNBA, respect the women that are playing, respect the women that are covering the game, and you have to make sure you do it in great fashion. If you're a man that's jumping into this to that atmosphere,
I really appreciate you, Perk, because this is something that I've really appreciated about you. Because anytime there's something that happens in the WNBA, you come to me first and you say, "Hey, Chanae, what are your thoughts? What's your perspective?" And I think we do the same thing, particularly.
I'm going to cut Chanae off. Congrats to her. She's the one that got married. I think. I was corrected by Isaiah.
Chanae recently got married. Monica just got engaged.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks for that. But that's a great point. What did she just say? Exactly what we just said. Maybe Perk don't watch the game like that, and the first thing he does is text her, contact her to get her perspective on it first.
Particularly me as a woman in sports media, I don't try to speak on things that I don't know. I go by facts. I go by figures. I talk to my guys, and then I know that my game can really hold up based off of analysis, and then I speak based off of all of those things. So I appreciate you always looking out, and I think that you saying those things really helps everyone here today, specifically on our network. So yeah, I feel like I need to get zen and meditation. So we will take a brief commercial break, but still.
That's a shot.
Hey, Fabian, tell Flea real quick. Didn't I say a while ago, Perk time on First Take was going to start being lesser and lesser? Didn't I say that?
You think it'll be less though? I think his star is rising, bro. It's hard.
His star is
he's a star.
rising. His star is rising in this space.
Yes, his star is rising. But what I'm saying is, once again, a guy like Stephen A is so narcissistic, man, and them dudes don't like being challenged, and them dudes don't like people that's gonna ascend them or be greater than them or just on their level. And like what Monica McNutt did today, I guarantee you, like Flea, we know what should happen, but it's not gonna happen. That's just a fact. And that's why, Kendrick, y'all heard the light jabs. We know what that's about. But once again, I can be your friend, but I can still tell the truth. It doesn't mean I'll hate you or dislike you. 100%. We argue up here all day.
All day. And we get off this.
Yeah.
And guess what? I get off this and I'm gonna call you later. Like, yo, what's up?
Right. So people like Perk and McNutt, I'm sorry, before you go, it's just like, listen, man, a guy like Stephen A, he not built for that.
Right.
That's why you think Molly been up there for this long.
And I'm glad you said her name. Her name hasn't been mentioned at all throughout this whole time we've been on to the, recording this episode. But I need to say this: she was pissed off. She was visibly pissed off. She was annoyed by how they were handling that topic. And what I'm about to say is not throwing them any bait. I'm not throwing them any bait at all. But there probably is a clear reason why they don't tackle some of the WNBA topics concerning women. Because like Kendrick said, you got to be delicate on how you say things. You got to be mindful. And he said it himself. I have resentment for the fact that I got to tiptoe around how I talk about this. He was at least honest about that he has resentment for it. So at least we know that, look, you don't have the discipline to do what you do all the time and do it here the same way, but with the same authenticity and respect, right? Because you got to have respect when you're dealing with this. This ain't men. This is one of those double standards that it is what it is. You got to deal with it. It is what it is. Pat McAfee, you can't do that. You can't. I don't care if it's in the space of sports and like AllBall says, it's chaos. Right. We love the chaos, but we don't love being a lunatic. That's bugged out. You don't do that. Right? I don't care how much you're looking for a moment. That's what that looks like too. You're looking for a moment. Everybody watches you, bro. You're one of the biggest right now. So you don't gotta, fish for another moment by dropping the B word to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, great point. And before we go in, let's be realistic. These are young ladies. Not saying it's right if you're 30, 40, 50, but these young women, man, just came out of college. Like, some of them is still not even 25.
Young women.
Yeah, what was that? What I mean? So yeah, great point, Flea. Great point.
I don't know if Perkins apologized. He actually apologized and wanted his vote rescinded for MVP. I think it was a defensive player of the year because he voted for Goldberg. And after his performance or lack thereof in the playoffs, he said, "Yo, I need my vote taken away, man." And shout out to Zach Lowe because Zach Lowe did that. Zach Lowe rescinded his vote before all of this, before the voting. So Zach Lowe, who's really one of these connoisseurs, but again, he's not a TV star, but he is.
He's very, very invested in the game, knows it. It's very, very unbiased. I never catch him on some bias picking sides. Like he right down the middle and he knows his stuff. Like, so
when he's a Knicks fan. Zach Lowe used to write for the New York Times. He used to write for Grantland. Like Bill Simmons knows who he's picking when he's picking these guys when he wants them to work with him or for him, whatever the case may be. Zach Lowe, it took a while for him to even say, "Yo, the Knicks is legit," because remember he has to watch basketball and his bias might take over. So what Kendrick Perkins did and what he's doing is trying to keep it real. I don't see him being on First Take again AllBall because he's a star. Stephen A. Smith likes stars. He likes this, but it has to be with the right people and the people who can battle and joust with him on this level. I think he's just looking for the right crew. And also, Kendrick Perkins is a half a step away from getting his YouTube channel. He has punchlines. What is he? How does he always finish up? Carry on.
Carry the hell on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know, him being a Knicks fan, and also he does throw Stephen A. Smith bail, and he helps him out because with the whole Knicks fan thing was going on. What did he say when he went on Knicks fan TV? Yo, I need y'all to do me a favor. You know, let Stephen A. Smith back in the. We not doing it, Perkins. We love you.
Right.
Because Perk can't do that. Like, we anointed you governor. Right. But you can't come in and start telling us who we gotta let in the door. Like, we let you in the door. Listen, have a seat, sit pretty. But
not once has an adopted son have any say so with the true family. I'm sorry.
You feel me?
I'm sorry. Big Perk, man. You family now, but listen.
Calm down. We're eating fried chicken. We're eating fried chicken and fries tonight. I don't want to hear shit from you.
Flea, the adopted child cannot tell the one that was born and bred.
Come on now. Come on.
So, Perk,
and
I'm
also
sorry. We do anything for you, but we can't let Stephen A back in.
Nah, it's not.
And I don't want to gloss over the fact that Stephen A. Smith, you be copying us. I know you're gonna watch this channel and go back tomorrow and because all that apology tour that y'all be on all of a sudden, AllBall started that. Let's get this clear. That's number one, first and foremost. Let's give him his props. That's number one. Number two, which is really number one. No disrespect, AllBall, but Perkins calling out Pat McAfee. Remember, Shanae could have done that, but it means a little bit different. Perkins' star is a little bit bigger than hers, and he's rising a little bit more. And he's a dude. He's a man. For him to say, "Yo, Pat McAfee, you owe an apology, bro. What you doing?" Like Charles Barkley and these guys calling him a hater. He started with that. Very slick of Perkins.
Yeah.
Like, he's gotten so much better as a speaker, as everything. Let me start off with this first so that you don't think I'm just attacking you. Let me end with this, though, because this is the focal point. You can't do that, bro. Everything we just mentioned earlier. You know, like AllBall said, it ain't just because we have daughters. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And we can't be on this platform. And I'm a star on here. I gotta say so. And I feel this way. And my homegirl, Shanae, I talk to her every day. And she feels a certain way, and I agree with it. Let me double down. Let me be Big Perk. We ain't carrying the hell on about this. I love that he did that. No, we're not just D-Rod and whatever, my nigga. We just call it how it is. We disagree with Stephen A. Smith. We give Stephen A. his props when it's time. We got a lot of slanderous stuff on here because he does a lot of slanderous things. He plays in the mud, bro. It is what it is. We give Skip Bayless his props. Shannon Sharp their props when it's time, but not today. Today, you don't get none of that. It's not happening. I'm sorry, Flea. Any last words before we move on?
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I just love being here. I love talking with y'all. This is major for me every day. Look forward to doing this with y'all brothers, man. I appreciate y'all. I wish we could at some point let the people know how Voltron actually came together. I think that would be interesting to let folks know that this is as real as it gets. They don't get no realer than this, right? So appreciate y'all always. And the people in the comments and everybody that tunes in. Y'all know Fleeno Brown, Big Flea, never the little one.
Pat McAfee apparently apologized. According to our guy, let me see if I can look it up real quick. I don't see it.
Late.
He ain't listen, man. It's too much money involved, too many sponsors. It's just too much. And I'm pretty sure, man, you know, he a respectable dude. He got a mom or maybe a daughter, aunt, a sister, a cousin.
He just had a child.
Exactly. Right. So yeah, his wife or, you know, whether it's a wife, girlfriend, babe, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure they let him know you can't be doing that, bro.
So this is his apology on Twitter. Pat McAfee show on his Twitter account or his X account stated, "I shouldn't have used white B as a descriptor of Caitlin Clark, no matter the context, even if we're talking about race being a reason for some of the stuff happening. I have way too much respect for her and women to put into the universe. My intentions when saying it were complimentary, just like the entire segment, but a lot of folks are saying that it certainly wasn't at all. That's 100% on me. And for that, I apologize. I have sent an apology to Caitlin as well. Everything else I said, still all facts." You should have left that part out, Pat McAfee. What the hell were you doing?
He said he meant it to be complimentary.
Pat.
Listen, sometimes you got to shoot in the dark, man, and see what happens.
Yo,
big learning lesson from him. You heard the man. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.